I have 3 or 4 poems. The first one is insulting, the second one is political, and the other, if I get to any others, they're just poems. Verses. I don't write poetry, I write verses. Dying at the open mic. I stand up here to recite my poetry, verses, and a sea of fish faces stares back at me. You squirm in your seats like a mass of queasy eels. You should look at you sometimes and see how it feels. You should have to look at you and see how it feels. You're all too dim-witted to catch my meanings. I suspect each of you of unnatural leanings. And now and then some of you emit a faint guffaw, but only when I talk real sexy and raw. With your staring blank eyes and your slack pie holes, not one of you sensitive to my lofty goals. Creating all this doesn't net me a dime. To reach you, it's clear I'm wasting my time. Grover Norquist, this is the political one. Desist, resist, signing Grover Norquist's list. His stingy stand on taxes hurts the poor, but clearly maxes the intake of the wealthy outright. He's not even stealthy about his motives and aims. The rich can't invest, he claims, and won't employ unless they're released from paying their fair share. Pressuring reps to take a pledge to never vote for a tax, his wedge. Half the public, it's pathetic, got befuddled by his rhetoric. I'd rather by a snake be kissed than signed by Norquist for his list. Don't take up my time. Superfluous body part. Few organs are as useless as one's nose. Some days I think it's missions just to leak. On our facial plains of valleys and one peak, it's a pointless protrusion. I propose that if our faces in that spot were flat, we could all breathe and we could smell. 2 little holes would work out just as well. Unneeded flesh, unnecessary fat. And do I have time? This is a normal poem. Unresigned to winter again. Winter, winter, prospect drear, demanding so much clunky gear. I see you've come again this year. Hoped you might one season skip us, go down to where the platypus accepts it should be always thus. Listed needs. Now I must ferret for the snowman's nose a carrot, whiskey, and I will not share it, a parka so that I can ski, toboggans, sleighs. Despondently from my bleak window I can see winter, winter, prospect drear, from some atoll. I'd rather spare a fat sunfish. Instead, you're here. Is that it? One more. Musing on as I concoct my salad, while others spitefully disparage, I remind myself with relief that when that alien field worker, he didn't have much time to pee on every leek and celery sheaf, or most surely on this cabbage. My mouth is getting so dry I can't say another word about it.